All right. Here we are. We are live. KoJack's live. We are spending another Thursday here with a bird's eye view of our fantastic poker table. We've got a couple of big things in the works as we head towards the end of the month. Things are going pretty good over here. And we have an exciting 5 on the button edition for today. Things are going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. So make sure that you are in your seats, put your seatbelts on, strap in, because this rocket ship of a poker game is about to begin. Things are, like I said, really heating up and fast. We're doing a 100% match the stack for today. A little bit of a twist for our 5 on the button game. So I expect things to get pretty deep stacked pretty quickly. And you can already see a lot of players already well over the $800 cap that we normally have for our 5 on the button games. This is going to be a good one. I am very much looking forward to it. We got Jason in the box right now. I'm going incognito mode, wearing a hat, no glasses this time. My sunglasses are in the office, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. We got some new felts on the main room. Check those out next time you're here. You may notice the room feels a little bit different, or should I say felt's a little bit different. Okay, I'll stop with the jokes. Anyway, here we go. We're off to hand number 1. Brandon looking down at the ace-10 just in time. Just barely getting to his seat in time here. Things are going to be heating up quickly, as I said. So make sure, get ready, everybody. Things are moving right along. And I am excited about this lineup, what we've got here. Eric in seat number 1. We've got Chris in seat number 2. Lou in seat number 3. Brandon in 4. Jack the Natural is back in seat number 5. Kenny in 6. Mr. Matt Register has decided to join our live stream. Seat number 7. Mr. Blasto, put some respect on it. Seat number 8. Kevin in seat number 9, an excellent player and an excellent floor at our sister club, CCC. And we've got Mr. Coach here showing up. He is not in a hand, but you would never know it to look at him because he is just so focused. So once again, an exciting lineup of players here. We've got a lot of things going on. Now, this flop is one of those things going on. Kevin with the not the nut flush draw here, but the backdoor flush draw and the gutter ball. Brandon with the ace-10 does decide to fold. Not going to chase for the Broadway. We did have some backdoor outs there. And we're on to hand number 2. Kevin picking up the first pot of the night. A cool $35 in profit. Now we got a few moving pieces over here aside from the new felts. We've got our ladies tournament. The wonderful women of West Texas are coming out in full support of this women's only tournament that is going to be happening at the end of the month and the start of next month. It is going to be an excellent, excellent tournament. And just nothing bad to say about it. It is going to be a great showing. Mr. Blasto here with the ladies. Speaking of which, he's got the pocket queens. Eric with the queen 9 is dominated here. Queen 9 suited. The Queen of Hearts, one of the scarier cards. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It is called Alice in Wonderland. That Queen of Hearts is pretty terrifying. And Chris here with the ace-4, flopping 2 pair against Blasto's set. The case queen comes out, and there are 2 hearts on board. Can you ask for a more action flop? Are you kidding me? So here we go. Blasto blasting off here, betting $110. Has the best hand right now. Eric does have outs, as does Mr. Chris. And Eric makes the call. I do expect Chris to call here. Making a raise could happen. He might want to price out the flush draws. He's got aces up. He's going to examine his cards, make sure that's actually what he's got. Oh, no, he just shoves all in. Easy call for Blasto, flopping middle set right here. He goes all in for 760, and Chris scratching his head, maybe a little stress signal there. A little worried about, oh, wow, and another call. You can see it on his face. He is disgusted. What do these other players have? Ace-queen, certainly a possibility. He might be up against a better 2 pair. Probably knows he's up against a flush draw. And Chris, 2 pair, usually a great hand to have. Even 3 ways. 5, no help. Looks like they're running it twice. And another ace. Chris boats up, scooping half of the pot. A big underdog here for this hand, and he does pull out half of that pot. And the burn card there, actually, a 2, and the 2 of spades hits the board. Blasto scooping the other half of the pot. Eric could not find the hearts on that one. And it looks like he's going to be reloading here. And Jason going to get the pots right. But speaking of the women's tournament, here's a look at that promotional flyer. $5K guarantee on that one, $140 to enter. We're going to be doing that one August 2nd and 3rd here at KoJack's. But don't forget, August 1st is Flight A at CCC. That is going to be a great showing there for not only us here at KoJack's, but also CCC. I think is going to be a packed house on August 1st. That is a Friday. So make sure to come out, all you ladies. Come check out that women's championship. And, of course, the final table on Sunday, August 3rd, will be live here at KoJack's Live. So make sure to check that out as well. Things are going to be awesome here in West Texas for a good long time. And that women's championship is going to be one of the many features that is awesome about West Texas. So come on out, enjoy it, have a good time. We're going to have food. We're going to have goodie bags for every unique entry. And we might even be able to swing some mimosas your way on Sunday for the live stream for the final table. I'm very, very excited about that. It's been a long time in the works and an excellent project to be certain. And it looks like Jason marking up some dollar bills. Getting ready with some chips. We got a couple of viewers in the stream. Make sure to let me know where you're watching from. A couple of Facebook viewers, a couple of YouTube viewers. Nobody on Twitch just yet. Fire up that second account and watch us on Twitch as well. It helps out with the numbers. We are going to be having a good time all night long. We have 3 tables in the main room on those new felts, so make sure to come check that out. I tell you what, those new felts, the cards slide beautifully across. And really just a great place to sit there, shuffle chips, win some hands. And, of course, KoJack's the best place to win hands at. So come check us out. We're doing 2 1-2 games, and we've got a 5 on the button running. Matt Register here with the King 6 in the straddle special. Very excited about this lineup. Mr. Matt Register, one of the big reasons that I'm excited about this lineup. This is not his stream debut, but certainly it's been a while since we've seen him. He's a regular here at the club, a great player, fantastic guy, and very happy to see him here in front of the live stream table. Now we've got Matt with the King 6 and Eric with the pocket deuces. And it looks like Chris is going to make a raise here. Matt going to call. And Mike Schaefer watching. He's watching Kenny. Very cool, Mike. Thank you for checking us out. We really appreciate your viewership. Let me know where you're watching from. You in Odessa? You in Midland? And what else is going on, my friend? It looks like Brandon is going to call the $25 here. 10 was the straddle, 25 to come along. And there is an ace on the flop. Chris making a pair of aces. This time not 2 pair. And he was able to scoop half of the pot on the last hand where he flopped 2 pair. Going to go ahead and bet 90. And he was the pre-flop aggressor. Eric with a set of deuces going to make the call here. Chris just keeps getting out flopped. Unreal. Let's see if he can pull a river card. Oh, and now he's got 2 pair up against the set. Sorry, up against a full house. And Chris drawing to one of 2 remaining aces and one of 2 remaining 5s. 2 aces live in the deck. 1 5 remains. Eric shoving all in. Chris got to wonder, is this Groundhog Day? What is going on? Mike Schaefer still in Big Spring. Glad to hear it, my man. Thanks again for checking us out, dude. We are going to have a good time today. Cheering on Mr. Kenny McDonald. And it looks like Chris asking for a count. Eric, maybe a little bit worried here. Scratching his head. Some small stress indicators. Or maybe it's a reverse tell. This guy's playing levels right now. can see him kind of squinching his face muscles there. And Chris does make the call. And he is way behind here. 9-1 dog. And a 4 comes out on the river. Not going to be good enough for Mr. Chris. And he is not going to win this pot. 764 in Chris's stack. After that pot, Eric gets the smooth double up right away. And I believe Eric is still down about $500 for now. Oh, wait. Graphics just updated. He is up $31 since we began the stream. Mr. Blasto coming in for $10.80. Kevin at $9.95. Eric at $10.55. Again, a small profit as of the beginning of this stream. Now, this game has been going for a good 30, 45 minutes before the stream started. So chip stacks have changed before the live stream, but this is as of the beginning of this stream. Chris down $236 after that unfortunate pot, running into a set of deuces, some swans. Everybody calls them the ducks, but, I just don't see it. Ducks does roll off the tongue a little bit better, though, I will admit. Eric with the mystery hand going into the muck. And Lou looking down at an offsuit ace, throws it away. Jack the natural, ace jack of spades should go all in. And there you go. On to hand number 5 here. Live on 5. We are KoJacks Live. Yes, indeed. By the way, we are KoJacks in Midland. If you're tuning in from out of state or out of the country, we've got a very loyal viewer here who always tunes in from North Korea on his pirate internet. I expect it's only a matter of time before he shows up. And Eric with the pocket queens here, raising it up to $25. Those ladies making their way around the table. And Lou looking at 5-4 suited. Matt with the 7-4 suited on the dealer button. I like it. Opening up the range, playing some hands. How about quads for Eric? What is that? This is just the best promotion for the women's championship that we have coming up at the start of August. And a 6 rolls off, double pairing the board. That is going to shut down all of the action, I believe. Nobody wanting to bluff at it. Eric doesn't want to scare off any potential customers. I expect him to check here. Bet is probably reasonable as well. But he does check, check, check. And Eric with the quads. And here we go, moving on. Already seeing some crazy hands. We're off to a good start here. Happy Thursday, everybody. It is going to be a fun live stream. I got to say, I am having a good time with this. This is almost as fun as a Saturday morning. You remember Saturday morning cartoons back in the day? Yeah, this is up there with the best Saturday morning cartoons. And it looks like things are moving along pretty well here. We got Mr. Jason in the box, pitching with lightning accuracy, and Mr. Jason on Kevin's shirt as well. Kevin with the 8-9 suited, Eric with the king 10, and Brandon with the 5 deuce. The natural with the queen 7, and Kenny with the king jack. Matt looks down at some suited connectors, the 10-9 of spades, and Blasto not going to play the Charlie. Matt raising it up. I do like the aggressive play here. Building a good pot. 205 in the middle. No folds, though. Everybody coming along for 5. Also coming along for 50. Flop comes out. Looks like there is a 10 on there. It's a jack. Oh, an 8. Jack, 8, deuce here. Kevin with a pair of 8s. Matt up and down. Not a bad flop at all. And Kenny's got the pair of jacks with a king kicker. 2 diamonds on board for Kevin as well as the pair of 8s. And he's got a decent amount of equity here. Now that king rolls off. Matt's going to keep up the aggression. Betting, looks like 250. And Kevin coming along, chasing that flush. He is best right now. And there's the king of diamonds. Card Matt does not want to see. Matt, very aware as a player, but he does shove all in. Kevin with the snap call shows the flush. And that's going to be good enough for a big pot here. $2,000 in the middle after all is said and done. And that's going to do it there. Matt still 950 in his stack. And Kevin stacking chips up to 2095. A very nice river card for Mr. Kevin. Call him Kevin Voorhees, maybe. And Kevin not only drags a monster pot here, but looks like he also gets the button. And we've got a dealer change going on here. Yeah, we got a dealer change here in a minute, maybe. All right, Mr. Coach looking down at the King Deuce. We got a call from under the gun. And Jack the Natural with the Queen 10. Looks like we do have a straddle here, a straddle play. Matt 3-betting to 50 with the Ace-7 offsuit. And Coach out of there. Jack the Natural folds. Matt's going to scoop a pot. A small one, but a pot nonetheless. Some dead money out there. Ace-7 going to be good enough to take that one down. And now Coach with the button. And Matt is sleeper straddling all the way from the cutoff there. Or is it the hijack? You know what? I'll be honest. I always get the hijack and the cutoff confused. Here's why. I always think of the hijack as the position to steal the blinds that is not on the button. Like you're hijacking the button blinds. But that is not the case. And Lou with the Ace King here. He's going to raise it up to $30. Jack the Natural with the Ace Tray suited. He may come along. And there you go. There's the call. Kenny with the 4 deuce. Matt with the 7-6. And Chris with the King 8. Suited. He likes that suited king. So here we go. Lou with the Ace King. Now, Jack the Natural does have cards, though the card reader is not showing them. Lou flopping top pair, top kicker. Ace Queen 5 board here with 2 clubs. And Chris has been unlucky so far with these flops, but actually flopped pretty decently for that king. He's got the flush draw. And he's got the backdoor Broadway draw. And it looks like Lou going to re-raise him. Poor Chris. Every single time he bets out, he gets re-raised. And this would be a spot to float here, I think. Drawn to the nut flush. No pair, but might see what card turns out on the turn. And Chris does indeed decide to make the call. 7 outs listed at the top of your screen there. 2 already dead, the 10 and the 4. That's a 10-4, good buddy. And a 5 comes off to pair the board. Lou now beating a lot of different holdings here. Probably doesn't mind the 5. Chris not going to be holding a lot of fives, and it's not a club, so Lou feels safe enough to bet. Looks like 275. And Chris going to think about it. See, one more card. Does throw in the call. And a whole bunch of red chips. Texas Metal in the chat. What's up? And give that man another Miller Lite. Looks like he's talking about Mr. Brandon in seat number 4. Sipping on those mighty cold Miller Lites. I will admit to you, that is my beer of choice as well. Most days. Oh, wow. And the club comes off on the river. Double paired board, though. Chris probably not going to feel too confident with that. But he does bet, and he does get called. Shows the flush. Lou tapping the table. Good hand, sir. And Jason getting another count. And Chris back in the money. Very, very nice. Chris was down 236 at the start of that hand, but after pulling in 799 in profit, it looks like he is going to be in the green. And if you guys want to play, if you've got the poker itch, come out to KoJack's. We are running many tables. We've got a whole smattering of different games running right now. We actually do have a 5 on the button in the main room as well. Chris looks like he not racking up. He's not hitting and running. But it does look like he may be coloring up here or in the process of doing so. And Jack the Natural now with the ace Quisha here. Queen of spades, though, not the ace of spades. So I'll forgive him if he doesn't go all in. And Matt with the king deuce, the suited king. Mr. Blasto with the pair of tens. King, 9, Jack there on the flop. That's another action flop there. No diamonds for Matt, but he does flop a pair of kings. That is top pair, no kicker. And he's going to go ahead and continue betting $50. I'm going to say I like it. On the Natural here with the Broadway draw, looking for a 10. 2 10s were folded, and Natural decides to not chase. And Matt's going to scoop another pot. Adding chips to the stack, never a bad thing. And Matt down 970 after that pot, but still a lot of chips in his stack. He is very dangerous as a player. That's one player you don't want to see at the table with a lot of chips. He knows how to play a short stack, knows how to play the big stack, and he is going to be using those chips very efficiently. And here we go on to the next one. No straddle on this hand. Lou folding the 8-3. He has vacated his seat. Not going to be too sad about that one. Brandon with the Jack 9 suited makes the call for 5. Matt with the Queen 7 offsuit throws those cards in the muck. And Coach with the Queen 10. Eric with the Ace King. Oh, Matt raises to 30. I like it. Let's see what this flop brings. Jack, Jack 8. Brandon with trips. And the runner flush draw. I mean, straight draw. And Matt with the Queen 7. Keeping on the aggression. Betting 50. Brandon with the sneaky check there. Eric a good fold with the Ace King. Easy hand to get attached to. And Mr. Dawson here showing up, helping out. And the button moves. Matt with the sleeper straddle out again. Oh, this time the sleeper double straddle. Always a point of verbiage there. Do you call it the double sleeper straddle or the sleeper double straddle? I think the second one. I think a double sleeper straddle would be a $40 straddle, one off of the sleeper straddle. Very rare, exceptionally so. And Jack the Natural here with the 10 in front of him. And Kenny folds. That sleeper straddle is live. Matt looking down at the K9 from that sleeper straddle spot. And Blasto 3-betting to 20 there. Moving on. And number 12, these hands are flying by lightning fast. We have done more than 10 hands, so not a huge sample size, but decent enough to see general VPIP tendencies. Matt at 81%. Breaking the action right now. Eric at 54%, the Natural at 36%, all the way down to Kenny at just 9%. Kenny with the 8-5, Matt with the 10-5, and Blasto with the 10-8. Eric with the Ace-5 suited. Gonna raise it up to 10. Lou with the King-4. Also suited. Couple of puppy paws out there. Brandon with the 10-6 of clubs. Jack the Natural with the suited Ace of hearts. Raising it up here. Looks like 125. Oh, just a cool 100. I'll get a good couple of folds. Chris with the Jack 8. Not going to play it. And Lou, King 4 suited, also goes into the muck. And Brandon now with the jiggities. They call them the fish hooks. Ace, king, 5, all spades. Brandon with the only spade in his hand. The only player with the flush draw. And actually not a bad flush to draw to. By my count, that is the second nut flush. 9 comes off on the turn. Matt with a pair of 9s. Brandon still doing well. The natural, though, with the pair of aces is the best hand right now. And Lou's going to take a stab at it with the pocket 3s. A big stab, mighty fine, $325. Brandon's pocket jacks and flush draw. Does he decide to chase here? I believe I would make the call. Pot size bet. Got a couple of players left to act behind me, though. That is going to be the decision factor. And smart lay down there. Decent amount of equity. Jack the natural, a weak ace. 3 spades on the board. Lou may be able to steal this one. And he does. He gets it through, dragging a big pot. Coach now with the 5 deuce. Liu looking down at the ace queen, suited the ace quisha of diamonds. My favorite ace queen holding. And the flop cup, of course, comes out ace high. Conan in the chat saying, my fish. What's happening, Conan? Coach, a pure bluff here. Betting 65. A queen comes off. Liu with 2 pair. That is actually a decently scary card, though. Bringing home the King Jack Broadway. Bringing home another flush draw. Well, not home, but putting another flush draw into play, potentially. Coach going to slow down. And Lou has been looked up a couple of times. Had the goods both times so far. Betting pretty hefty. 185. And Coach cannot make that call. He's out of there. A check raise would have been absolutely crazy. But really would have telegraphed a flush draw type hand. And we've got Miss Jackie in the house. Mike Schaefer says, Kenny hasn't got a dang playable hand since I started watching. He's jinxing him like Mike does when he watches the Dallas Cowboys. My bro is at 14-20. Yeah, log off, Mike. See what happens. Conan saying, my fish Liu again. Coach now with a 5-4 suited here. Definitely a decently playable hand. That +1 spot gives it a little bit less play, but he's going to go ahead and call the $5. Try and see a cheap flop. As Reese would say, I don't hate it. And Kenny, look at that right on cue, Mike. As soon as you logged off, Queen Jack suited, Kenny raising it up to $35. Probably going to get a couple of callers here. Mr. Blasto out with the King 7. Kevin out. Coach, 30 to call. Does make the call. Eric's out of there. Chris going along with the 10-7 suited. Lou in there with the 10 deuce suited. Brandon making the call with the 9-8 of spades. And here we go. 2 spades on the flop. Ace, king, 6. Great flop for Kenny as well. Could maybe go runner for the Royal. No, actually could not. Lou holding the 10 of clubs. And Jack the natural here with the backdoor spade draw. Not a very strong one at all. Also holding Brandon's straight flush outs. Kenny betting 125 and taking the pot. Mike, your voodoo worked. Kenny. We'll have to change his name next time he plays. Was that 6 N's, 5 A's, and 4 Y's? That's way more than 6 N's. And Joey's still in there. Matt loosening up here. Doesn't need to loosen up the range, though. VPIP still very high at 80%. And Coach with the straddle to 10. Pocket queens in the straddle. Not a bad way to get money in the pot. And the natural with the 7 deuce. Yep, in the muck. Kenny with the 9-7 out of there. Matt with the 10-4 with the affirmative. Hey, Rebel Poker, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you, buddy. The buy-in is 300 to 800, but we're doing a full match this time. So as you can tell, the game has grown exponentially. This is a big one. 6-4 Trey, 2 hearts. Matt with a pair of 4s. Low cards, low flop. Coach betting 120. And another 6 comes off. Both players with 2 pair. Coach not likely worried about that 6. Though, of course, Matt could be holding something like that. Throws out a bet at 250, and Matt is out of there. Oh, no, he's still in there. Matt makes the call. Ace on the river. Coach checks. Matt checks. And shows the queens. Coach with the check mark. Getting that pot right there. Rebel Poker. Full match. What do you think about it, buddy? So a lot of times when we watch the 1-2 game, we'll ask chat, who do you think is going to be the first player to 1,000? I'm thinking, who's the first player to 5,000 on this game? We've got a couple of contenders here. Kevin in the lead now with 2K in front of him. Hey, Jackson Thompson in the chat saying he's doing good there in West Texas. Got to Choctaw to play the main. Very, very cool. Good luck out there, buddy. We got a couple of players in Choctaw as well. Hopefully representing the KoJack's brand. Conan saying, ugly turn and river for Coach. Nice win. Yeah, that was ugly. Good check on the final card. And now it's Blasto's turn to look at the ace Quisha. This time of diamonds. A lot of people like the ace of spades. I like the ace of diamonds the best. And Chris with the house hand, the king jack. Speaking of which, KoJack. Rebel saying he sent a message last week but didn't get a response. Well, I'll have to look into that, my friend. I'm doing so right now. Rebel, I'm sorry about that, my friend. It may have gotten lost in the shuffle. I am scrolling through right now. And Chris with the King Jack here, facing a bet of $150, does decide to lay it down. Looking for a 10, a gutter ball. Lou actually with the best hand here with the 9. Maybe giving a little respect here. No, he does not. He makes the call. Just middle pair. 10-5 in Matt's hand. A 6 comes off on the turn. And Matt continues. $450 to call. That is a tough call right there. You can see the distress on Lou's face. Jackson Thompson, that's what I like to hear. Representing wearing the Live Lucky hat with KoJacks on it. Hey, we just got a new shipment of hats, by the way, today. Come check us out. And Lou still really thinking about it here, trying to put Matt on a hand. He's been showing down some wild holdings. I'm sure that's playing a part in Lou's decision-making here. Jackson saying we're going to have to send you some new gear to rep. Yeah, man. Come by and check us out. Take a look and see if you like any of the designs. And there you go. Lou pitches it into the muck. And Matt is stacking chips as a result. All right, guys, something officially is happening with my Facebook access. Trying to look up Rebel Poker's message here. And all I'm getting is a color wheel. Look out. A lot of hands on this one. Lou with the queen 10. Brandon with the 3 deuce. The dirty diaper flops a pair of 3s. Nobody holding a 7 or a king. Brandon actually way ahead right now. With the dirty diaper. You got to love when that happens. We did try to get the 7 deuce game going here, but it did not work out. Rebel saying I broke it. Yeah, I did. Oh, man. Sorry. That's what happened, I guess. That's why I didn't see the message, because I'm just not getting any messages. Not a fun place to be right now. I feel cut off from the world. I just received a message 1 minute ago. Trying to reply to it. It keeps crashing. I may have to do it on the computer. If you sent me an emoji, let me know what the emoji was in the chat. And if that was you, then I'll know at least who to reply to. Here we go. I found it. Conan in the chat saying, finally a good dealer. kidding, Joey. Yes, indeed. We got some beastly dealers here. Dawson, Joey, two of some of our beastliest, if that is a word. All right. And here we go. Brandon with the 4 tray. Kenny with the Jack Deuce. All in the muck. Some obscenely unplayable hands. And then folds around to Coach with the pocket kings. The Cowboys have made an appearance. And Lou with the ace king. We've got fireworks here. 3 betting to 155. Coach with the 4 bet, grabbing a couple of black chips here, each worth $100. Throws out 440. Lou's got to know what he's up against here. And good couple of guys here. A couple of spectators. We've got our own live rail right now. How fun is that? All right. Mr. Dawson, look at that lightning fast pitch. Look at that accuracy. Conan saying, oh, snap is right. Jack the natural with the Jack 4, naturally. Kenny with the 7 deuce. Not going to try and bluff him out of that one. And this may be our first walk. What is happening? Nope, Chris does decide to make the call. Lou out of there with the Queen 4. Now the question is, what is Chris playing? We've got a mystery hand right now. Ace, 9, ace. If Chris has an ace, he's doing pretty good, but not likely to get a call here. A deuce comes off of spades, completing the front door flush. Chris betting 10. Brandon out of there. Just cannot call. What do you think, chat? You think he had an ace in his hand? And here we go. Hand number 22. Hard to believe. We've already been streaming for almost an hour. My, how time flies when you're having fun. Kenny with the ace 8 here. In the straddle. Matt with the king jack. Kevin pocket 10s. Coach abandons his seat. He hates the 7 deuce so much he's running away from it literally at full speed. I'm watching him go down the hallway right now. And Chris with the ace 4. Lou with the 9-8. Brandon with the king 9. The bow wow. Matt looking down at some Broadway cards. Does decide to come along. 160 in the middle already. Queen Jack 6. Matt with the pair of jacks. The natural with the only player holding a queen, and he is going to bet on the button. Good size there, $85. Could look like a position bet. Matt, undeterred. Kevin, out of there. Eric, out of there. No, Eric's in there with the up and down straight draw. $10-9 can be dangerous. Another queen comes off. Jack the natural with the trips. And Jack bets another 180, keeping up the aggression. Matt folds. Eric, not scared, still drawn to that straight. Doesn't get there, though, on the river with the 7 of hearts coming off as the final card. And check, check on the river. Jack deciding no worse hands are going to call him there. And he does make the check. Good thumbs up for that coffee. By the way, we have a fully operational snack bar here. Come check that out. Hot dogs, hamburgers, chicken nuggets, taquitos. We've also got chili and cheese to put on the hot dogs and to make nachos with. One of my favorite delights. We've also got mozzarella sticks, pizzas. Don't forget about the pizzas. We got pretzels, all kinds of stuff, whatever your heart desires. And Matt with the pocket fives this time under the gun. Looks like he's going to straddle here. Kenny with the jacks. Playing your friendly 5-10 game. Kenny just clicking it back, it looks like. No, raising a 40. Raising a 40. Conan saying, don't forget about the Dr. Pepper floats. Indeed. One of those made their way to this very live stream table right in front of Coach. Actually, that's maybe where he is right now, getting a refill. 9-7-6 on the flop. King of spades comes out. And it looks like Kenny's going to bet it. Matt is out of there. Kenny betting the overcard. Very good play there. Straddle any random 2 cards. Not likely to connect with that king. Kenny seizes the opportunity and seizes the pot. And now, Mr. Matt getting the button. That's a consolation prize. Getting best position here on this very next hand. And if you missed it, by the way, 5 on the button is back here at KoJack's in a big way. Let me know in the chat, what time of day do you think is best to play 5 on the button? 2 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 1 a.m.? What are you thinking? Mr. Blasto with the Queen 9 suited here under the gun. Mike saying it was him jinxing. Yeah, I know. Kenny, winning pots. Go ahead and log off again, sir. No, I'm kidding. Please. Please keep up with us. We're having a good time. And Brandon with the trip 10s on the flop here. Seven on the turn, queen on the river. Brandon's still best. Eric's pocket 8s. No good. It's too hot outside. Too hot for snowmen. And now we are moving on already to hand number 25. Crazy. We've been streaming for about an hour now. Game is going to be live streamed until 10 p.m. tonight. It's a great day for poker, but I think this game is going to go on for a long time after the live stream ends. And we also do have another 5 on the button table running right now in the main room. Thursday is the day to play at KoJack's. We run specialty games for these live streams, and we usually have a feeder table. Today, no different. We enact some of the special rules that we put for the live stream games to juice it up. Mike saying he logs back on, and Ken A gets 8 deuce off. Yeah, that hand that he just folded was not much better. And Matt with the 7-4 suited, playing that one, raising it up to $50. Now it's Lou's turn with the pocket 8s. Let's see if they hold this time. Queen, Jack, 10. Not a great flop for pocket 8s. Another queen on the turn. Matt slowing down here. Let's see if he decides to bluff at this river. And he does not. That'll do it. Next hand. Moving on. 8s hold. And Dawson with some luscious locks as well. Shoot, my hair is getting wily these days. Seems like I don't know about you guys, but it seems like hair grows faster in the summertime. When it's hot outside, you don't want all that hair on your head, but you can't help it. Coach with the Jack 6. Brandon with the pocket 9s. Conan saying, fish, in all caps. Matt now with the pocket 10s, raising up to $80. Kevin, suited king in the muck. Coach out of there. Joseph, blue collar outdoors, saying, let's go, Kevin. Kevin having a good time there. Covering up his face, though, not giving anything away as he spectates this hand. Ken A with the 6-5 suited, flops a pair of 6s. No good to Brandon's pocket 9s. Matt might be in a little bit of trouble here with the pocket 10s. Is in the best position, is going to bet. Does Brandon check raise here, or does he smooth call? Good stare down here with the sunglasses. Conan already saying this will be fun. Rebel Poker, yeah, you can bring your own alcohol to KoJack's. In fact, your own alcohol is the only way you can bring alcohol. Don't bring anybody else's alcohol. Brandon boats up here on the river. Matt just unfortunately running into it here, not picking up any hands, at least not big ones by the river. But Rebel, yes, we do allow BYOB. Make sure you take it with you, though. We do dispose of any beverages that are left here overnight. We don't hold them. We don't handle them. Mr. Brandon sipping on some Miller Lights. Tell you a fun trick with the Miller Lights. You pour a little Captain Morgan in there, and it tastes like marshmallows. Nobody believes me when I say that, but I promise you, it is delicious. Just be careful with it. You're actually drinking 2 drinks at once. It can get away from you pretty quickly. Now, Rebel, we're in Texas. Actually, there's more liability if you have your liquor license, but BYOB is just fine. And so we do that while we wait for our liquor license. Been waiting a while, though. I can't promise it's going to happen, but yeah, we do enjoy the BYOB beverages. And Brandon now with some suited connectors, Natural with some off-suited connections. Coach with some suited connectors as well. Kevin with the bow wow, and Kenny with a ace, offsuit ace 9. Coach raising it up to $30 on the button. He's got position on his side. Wow. You see Kevin betting out 200. Coach's reaction is, what is even happening? I gotta say, I like the play by Kevin, trying to grab the best position, trying to buy it, really sizing up his opponents. The limp 3-bet has made its appearance on our live stream tonight for the first time so far. Coach really thinking about this decision here. Queen Jack, not a super strong hand. He's only got $30 invested. And he will have the best position. It looks like he is going to make the call. A lot of players left to act behind, though. Maybe a deterrent. The natural with the Queen Jack offsuit out of the way. Kenny with the Ace 9 offsuit. Not likely to come along. He does fold. Queen 4 Trey. Coach's call pays off. Flopping top pair. Kevin continuing, playing it like an overpair. 475 to call. And Coach lays it down. Thinks he's up against aces or kings. Based on the way that was played, can you blame him? I wouldn't think any different. Here we go, shuffling up. Hand number 28. Hand number 27 was a doozy. A doozy. And Chris with the Queen 8. The natural with the Jack 10. Kenny with the 9-4. Matt with the 10-8. And Mr. Blasto. By the way, Mr. Blasto throws away the 7-6. And gets up to go check his stock tickers probably. And Matt's going to take another pot. Throws out a black chip there for a sleeper double straddle. Not a double sleeper straddle. And it looks like, is it Lou with the actual straddle here for 10? Just your friendly 5, 10, 20 game. Conan asking if Matt is getting a massage the entire live stream. It is possible. Hey, you got to stay comfortable. Those lights, you know, a lot of stress. You know, you got to make sure you're relaxed, you're loosened up. And Coach with the King 6 throws it in the muck. Eric with the Ace 8. It's like the best hand we've seen. Jack 9 for Chris on the button. Also, probably equal value. King 8 comes off. Eric with 2 pair and a ace kicker. Eric bets. I think everybody folds. Quick hand, that one. That's how you'd say that in British. Quick hand, that one. In it. And Matt throwing out another black chip for a straddle. Another sleeper double straddle. I really like these straddled games. Really good way to build pots. Loosen it up. Sometimes we get spam in the chat. I always delete the spam comments, but username has me laughing. All right, Brandon with the Jack 7, Kenny with the 6-4, Matt with the King Trey. That's right, I am commentating, I am moderating, and I am enjoying this poker stream. Lou with the Ace 8, offsuit, makes the call. Kevin with the Ace 10, also in there. Chris with the pocket deuces. Let's see if we see another set of deuces. Set of ducks. And Chris is out of there. Lou with the 3-bet. going to be good enough to take down or take out most of the other players. But Kevin flops top pair and the nut flush draw. Jack on the turn. Lou drawing dead here officially. Kevin betting it out. And Lou folds. Kevin doing very well for himself. 2,400 in his stack. Maybe the first player here to 5K. And for you eagle-eyed viewers, that means 100% match. The cap is now up to $2,400. John Craig asking if Matt maybe should wear a cap. The glare from his head is too much. We did just get some new merch. I did mention it earlier. Caps are in the building. We got some very cool baseball caps. We even got some visors. So if you are a visor wearer, get ready. We got some cool stuff. Jack the Natural 9-8, Eric 7-6. Between the two of them, 4 to a straight flush. Lou with the 10-9. Double quad draw for Lou. Double quad draw for Brandon. And the Natural 3 betting to 115. Eric looks like the snap call there. Liking the suited connectors here. Liking the position. Flop comes out with a 10, a 9, and a 5. All red, but 2 hearts. Both players well connected to this board here. Eric looking for an 8. The Natural holding one of the 8s. Oh, another 10 comes off. That may shut the action down. And another 9, double paired board. Natural with a boat. Rebel, I like the way you think. Every hand, everyone should put money on the button that only the small blind can win. I have seen games like that. It is pretty interesting when they do that. I've also seen where the player on the button adds to the stack of chips, and if the player on the button wins the hand, then all those chips go to the dealer. Interesting variation there, too. A lot of fun things you can do at the poker table. Prop bets and things. We had a request for the knit game. If you are unfamiliar, it's basically the stand-up game, but much more camera-friendly. Basically, when you win a hand, you turn in your knit button. So the last player to win a hand at the table has to pay out to the entire table a bounty. Yeah, Matt with a rare fold. Matt's VPIP has gone down, now sitting at just 64%. Just about double what normally you'd like, or would maybe consider optimal. There's a saying at the poker table, he's got gears right now. He's shifting gears. King 6 tray on the flop, Kenny, with top pair. I guess Mike is logged off right now. Conan saying he'll be the nit every night. Kenny with the pair of Ks. Betting $85. Eric with the pair of 5s. Non-believer makes the call. Oh, sorry. It's Liu who bet. The 7 comes off here on the turn. Kenny with a weak king. Ken A checks. Eric bets all in. Kenny's got trips. And Kenny calls. Shows the king. Eric making the classic chase play. Represent the hand that the opponent is holding. Been there, done that way too many times. Eric put some Benjamins on the table. Looks like a cool 1,000 right there. And we are doing a full match the stack. Started the game 300 to 800, but now we've got some deep, deep stacks here on the table. Kevin still in the lead here as far as that goes, sitting at 2450. Ken A in second place at 2070. And Eric now with a fresh stack of $1,000. This is a cash game, not a tournament, but we do host tournaments here on our live stream table. Blasto with the pocket nines, raising it up to $10. Rebel Poker saying, here's another unique idea. Win a hand, win the button. That would be interesting. And what happens if the button just goes on a run? You pay the small blind and the big blind 5 times in a row. I like the way you're thinking, though. That's not a bad idea. Oh, a 9 on the turn, Mr. Blasto, with the set. And he's going to bet it. Try to pile some money in there. Move the button up 1 in a split pot. Yeah, all right, all right. I like how you got all the angles covered there. Eric's making the call here, up and down straight draw. Matt is out of there. Not a whole lot of equity for him. And an ace on the river. Eric gets the wheel. Blasto undeterred by that ace. And let's see how much Eric wants to add to the pot. Looks like it may be all in. No, it is not. Raising to 255. Kenny with the 5 deuce. Out already. Blasto, set of 9s, non-paired board. Going to be tough to make the fold. He throws in the call and his hand at the same time. And you can see him out there. God damn it. Rebel, we were passing around some ideas, kind of some circus theatrics. Potentially for some live stream games. And I ripped off the idea from, I believe it was No Gamble, No Future. I don't know if you've seen that, where they have a button. If you use it, you can reveal one of the cards in the other player's hand. And I thought that would be pretty cool to pass around the table. Like when you use it, you hand it to the other player that you use it on. And now he's got the power. So you can strategically hold it. You can strategically use it when you need to. Interesting dynamic there. The other idea we tossed around was you can throw in some amount, maybe $100 into the pot or something, and get another river. You can get an ocean. I thought that would be interesting as well. If you don't like that river, well, put another card out there. See what happens. All of a sudden, your draws become much, much more powerful. Yeah, Matt on the button. Blasto getting away from the table. Kevin out of there. Coach with the K9. The Bow Wow folding it into the muck. Lou with the pocket deuces makes the call. Cheap flop. Good way to set mine. Same story for the natural. Trying to make that set. Ace King Trey on the flop. No aces, no kings, no trays in anybody's hands. That means the natural actually has the best hand right now with the pair of fives. A queen comes off. Matt making a pair of queens. Now that is the best hand. Kenny with the gutter ball here, looking for a 10 to get to Broadway. Both pocket pairs go into the muck. Still 4 live outs for Kenny. And an 8 comes off on the river instead. Check from Kenny. I believe a check from Matt. Shows the queen. And Matt drags another pot. Mr. Blasto coming in on the button here. And a little well fill there. Miss Yvonne joining us in the box now. Kevin now with the Jack 6, the old J6. Throws it in the muck. Coach, an upgrade there. The Jack 9 suited. King Queen for Eric. Makes the $20 call. And we are now 5 ways to the flop. 65 in the middle. Sorry, 3 ways to the flop. 65 in the middle. King, Queen, 9. Eric with 2 pair. Coach looking for a 10. He's got the pair of 9s to fall back on. And the naturals, pair of 4s, not likely to stick around for the turn. Coach betting $30. Eric calling $30. And the natural folds. Lightning fast. There's the 10. Coach gets there. Looking for a queen of spades for that straight flush. Eric needs any king except the king of spades. Sorry, any queen except the queen of spades or any king remaining in the deck. Eric's betting 50 there. Coach makes a call with the straight. Does not pile. Okay, does pile money into the pot. $200 at a time. And Eric makes the call. 2 pair drawn to the boat. And the river's a spade. Coach makes the flush. Coach leads on this one here. 400 after the check raise. Eric just cannot call there with the 2 pair, especially seeing that spade. All these players, very seasoned players, excellent players. Know when to gamble, know when to mix it up, know when to sleeper straddle. Matt, sleeper straddling 2 off the button, it looks like this time. If you're unfamiliar, a sleeper straddle is a blind bet, much like a straddle, that you put not directly in front of the blind bet. Now, if action folds to the sleeper straddle is live. But if anybody calls or raises before in a position in front of the sleeper straddle, then the straddle bet has to get pulled back. Blasto with the ace-9, raising it to 90. Chris with the king-10. Decently playable hand, but does decide to get away from it. Jack the natural folding the ace-jack. Doesn't want to get into trouble. Ken A with the suited king. Makes the call. And we're off to a flop. Jack 6-5. Kenny with a pair of sixes. Pulls ahead. He's going to check it, though. Middle pair, not usually good. Blasto betting. Kenny's floating here. Staring down his opponent. 8 comes off on the turn. 8 of diamonds. Blasto improves to a flush draw, but decides to take the free card instead. Checking his equity. Kenny with just a pair of sixes bets out, maybe representing the flush here, but Blasto does have the nut flush. And quick fold from Kenny. Blasto goes all in. Drags that pot down. Now Coach gets the button. And number 37 comes at you. Yes, indeed. We've been streaming for a good hour and a half. And that Fortune 4 has been live, just reset. We got a new window starting at 8 p.m. Jackpot over $11,000. All you got to do is make 4 hands in 4 hours. Here's a look at those 4 hands. Flop a set, make Broadway, hit a flush, make the full house. Both hole cards have to play for any of those hands. So keep that in mind. And you also have to win the pot. Now, if you flop a set and it improves to a full house, the hand that you have when the pot is pushed is the hand that you will play. So if you flop a set and the board pairs, unfortunately, you do not get credit for the set. You have to flop a set and maintain a set the whole time. Brandon with a really excellent hand here. Trip 10s with the king kicker. Nobody holding spades. Brandon bets, everybody folds. And the button moves. All right, Chris with the mystery hand. Let's see if he's holding clubs. He does bet. It is possible. Maybe he's holding a jack. Looks like he wants to bet. There he goes. He does bet. Ace of spades on the turn. Anytime you see the ace of spades, the proper play is go all in. Chris could be holding ace jack. It is possible. Ace 5, also likely. And we will never know. We are in Eric's shoes right now. And Chris not only gets the pot, he gets the button on that one as well. Moving on to the next hand. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. We are KoJacks in Midland. Watching some exciting 5 on the button action. I don't want to say that we invented 5 on the button. Maybe even a stretch to say we pioneered it, but come on. Do you disagree that we have mastered 5 on the button? And give it up. Shout out for our sister club, CCC, Celebrity Card Club in Odessa. Quick 20-minute drive has also seemed to master the 5 on the button game as well. And Mr. Blasto with the ace-6 suited, calling $50. Matt's pre-flop raised to 50. Playing very loose, very aggressive at the beginning of the stream. We've been going for about an hour and a half now. This is the midway point of the stream. Matt has changed gears, but using his image. Ace high flop, ace 5 deuce, all spades. Matt bets. Blasto put to the test. And he does fold. Kenny out of there as well. And we are moving on to hand number 40. Trying to think of any bad beat stories. I love when people tell me bad beat stories. I'm sure you love hearing those as well. I haven't really run into any strange situations, though, lately. My favorite bad beat story. Sit down in the big blind. Pocket aces. Love that. Under the gun opens for 3x. Excellent open. I'm thinking this is great. 2 callers. Button 3 bets. I 4 bet. Under the gun player, all ins. I'm thinking, man, what a dream spot. Everybody folds. Of course I call. He turns over ace king. What a dream spot. Flop is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for a straight. We both chop. Dang. Not exactly a bad beat story, but kind of. Mr. Blasto with the pocket kings. Raising to 105. Flop is Jack 8-4. Coach with the pair of jacks. Blasto keeping up the aggression here. Kevin showing off some of his chip skills. Love to see it. And we get a call. Kenny and Mr. Blasto to the turn, which is a 7 of clubs. Kenny makes the flush. You watching? 400 is the bet that Kenny places. Mr. Blasto thinking, wow, what a sick spot. You can see he kind of knows he's beat. Blasto counting out a call. Can he find the fold button? And he does not. Sees the flush. Kenny takes a victory sip of that cold water. And Kenny dragging another pot. Mike must be logged off now. Let me know where you're watching from. Let me know who you're rooting for as well. We got a great lineup of great people, great players. Moses in the chat saying he lost $550 because he had the king deuce. The opponent had ace 8, flop 2-2-A, turn A. And River, you know it. He hit the ace. Getting bad beat by quads. He went all in after the flop. Sick to his stomach. I would be also. What made it worse, dude, was drunk. Oh, man. Always a pain losing to the drunk fish when you think you've got it good. Mike Schaefer saying he just logged back on. Kenny! And right on cue, Kenny gets a trash hand, throws it into the muck. Matt now with the ace-king 3-betting, gets top pair, top kicker up against Eric's pair of kings. Matt betting 300, Kevin staying away. Can Eric find the fold button? Nope, he makes the call. Brandon's pocket nines are in the mix. Brandon really thinking this decision through here. 2 opponents ahead of him. Big bet and a call. Almost pot-sized bet originally. And he does make the correct laydown. You got to put at least one of your opponents on a king. 5 comes off on the turn. Eric officially drawing dead. Mike Schaefer saying he's gone. And Matt betting 600 this time. About a 60% pot bet. And Eric makes the call. River's a 3, inconsequential, also a blank. 4-6 gets there, but Matt's going to bet 100. Eric goes all in, makes the call for less. Matt turns over basically the nuts. And that'll do it for a big pot right there. Matt now up to $26.85. Only down a small $200 since the live stream began. And now the big stack at the table, like I mentioned earlier, dangerous player when he's got chips in front of him and when he's short stacked. Eric adding back on here. And Matt with the single chip straddle, double straddle rather, an actual official double straddle. Oh, the pocket sixes as well. Not a bad hand to get. Chris raising to raising 220 with the 7-5. Brandon's turn for the ace king, the big slick. Just with a smooth call. I think generally I want to isolate with the ace king. But Brandon wants to build a pot, get some potential customers. I like the play. 120 in the middle. We are 6 ways to the flop. 9-5 deuce. No real help. Matt's pocket 6 is still best. Opts not to bet. Lou with the ace deuce. Pair of deuces. Bet 75. Ace king in the muck. Matt throws the 6s away. And Lou with a pair of deuces going to take her down. Hand number 43. Is it a prime number? I believe so. Conan in the chat saying, fish, fish. We need to make a fish sound for the soundboard. We got the but we got the applause. We got to make the fish sound. I don't actually know what the fish sound would be. Maybe some bubble sounds. I don't know. Rebel Poker saying, a few weeks ago at TCH Houston, there was a chop pot between ace 10 and ace king. I think the board was ace 10 blank, ace ace. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, what a pain. It always sucks getting it in good and then chopping at the end of it. Though I will say, it feels pretty good when you get it in bad and you chop. That's decent. Eric now with the pocket deuces. The Ducks, 95 to call. Does he want to chase? Sure does. Kenny with the king queen. Eric with the deuces. Ace queen 7. Kenny with decent pair here. A deuce comes off on the turn. Kenny bets. Unfortunately, he has just stepped in it. And a 6 of hearts right there on the river. Eric checks, hoping Kenny bets one more time. Does not get another bet out of Kenny. And Eric will scoop his pot here. Hey, there he is. Poker Face Superman watching from North Korea. Rebel Poker trying to find the video of the hand at TCH Houston. Basil, how's the weather over there, my friend? Hoping it's good. Hoping it's... What is it supposed to be cold? I don't know. I guess it's summertime. Still the northern hemisphere. And Mr. Blasto with the 5 tray. That is Charlie's favorite hand. You may hear him on the commentator microphone every once in a while. Not today. He was indisposed. He was busy for this live stream. Basil saying it's snowing. Well, very good. Go make some snow angels, my friend. Hey, big good tip. Do not eat the yellow snow. And we are 7 ways to this flop. Jack 9 tray. Couple of pairs of 9s out there. Lou in the natural and Kenny. The case 9 comes out on the board. Coach, though, with the best of it. Pair of jacks. Does decide to bet a small $20. Little pot builder. Chris coming along with the king 10. Ace on the turn. No help to anybody, but could scare some of the action away. Is an overcard to Coach's pair of jacks. And it is Chris who decides to bet here. Taking the betting lead. Coach with the jack 4. Probably not enough to call here. Let's see what he decides to do. And he does make the call. Excellent read. And a deuce comes off on the river. A deuce of diamonds brings in the backdoor flush draw. Coach checks. Chris, just with king high, bets out. No way to win at showdown. I'm going to try and steal this pot. $75. Looks like a value sizing to me. Let's see if Coach can sniff this one out. And he looks like he may lay it down. Checking his cards one more time. Yep, still a jack in there. Still a 4. He's got kicker problems. But he is closing the action. $75 bet. Not a huge amount to call. 70 to win 290. And it looks like Coach is going to bluff at it. Bluffing with the best hand. Unfortunately, Chris just cannot call here. 350. Now, we know an all-in would get it done, but that is a real tough play to make. Some would say a bad play to make. Sergio Brown saying, watching from West Austin, Texas, baby. I played there last weekend, was in Odessa visiting my new beautiful grandbaby. Congratulations, Sergio. It's got to feel good. It's nice being a grandparent because you get all of the fun parts, none of the responsible parts. You might be on the hook to babysit. But you get to do all the fun things like buying candies, eating ice cream. Basil saying the yellow snow tastes like lemonade. Sometimes. If you get lucky, it does taste like lemonade. Conan saying, Coach is a coach for a reason. Yes, indeed. Making the right play at the right time right there. Kevin with the ace-6. Eric with the 4s. Queen-8 for Chris. And king-king for Brandon. Jack the natural with the 6 tray. Kenny with the 9 tray. And Matt with the 8-7. Pair of 7s on the board for Matt. Set of 4s, though, for Eric. Brandon's kings all but dead. And it's the natural who bets with the 6 tray. Looking for a gutter ball. Got to think Brandon is afraid of the ace. Eric is trapping and continues to trap. Getting a good read on the situation here. Brandon not super scared of the ace, though Kevin is holding 1. Another ace on the turn. Eric boats up. He's got this pot all but locked up. 79% equity. 4 ways is huge. Brandon betting $75. That second ace on the board makes it less likely his opponents are holding any aces. And Kevin with the snap call. A 7 comes off. Double pairing the board. Kevin improves. Now he's got aces full. Yeah, it looks like he checks around. What a river card. Kevin taking her down. Kevin, the big winner for the night so far, up $1,700. Coach, 630. Kenny up 525. The natural up a cool 420. Chris up 153. Brandon up 115. Matt down a small 230. Mr. Blasto a little bit bigger at 445. Lou down 1,000. And Eric throwing the party, unfortunately, at 1829. But he is a strong player. Could come back at any time. Eric plays a lot of different varieties of poker. Playing the 4 card, the 5 card. Why stop there? Even the 6 card. Did some dealer training earlier today. And practicing the pitch. Dealer starts dealing out 2 cards. Moves on to 3. Okay, I guess we're playing PLO. Goes to 4. Keeps going and realizes we got 5. Doesn't stop there. We played a hand of 6 card PLO high. I had a full house in my hand, so I decided not to play that one, even though it was only for play money. You know, if your whole cards are too good, not much you can expect on the board. Fun fact here in the live stream booth, we have headsets. I did manage a way to drop my microphone just now. That's what that sound was. Hope nobody's wearing headphones to listen to the audio. If so, I apologize. I hope your eardrums are still intact. Chris with the pocket tens, raising it up to 30. Brandon with the queens, calling 30. The natural with the king queen also makes the call. Good hands all around. Kevin with the suited king, trying to go for 2 in a row. Monica, queen 4 tray is what she decides to put out. A rainbow board. Brandon with the set of queens and a smooth check. Jack the natural, top pair, good kicker. Bets out, $45. Kenny folds the ace. Matt folds the suited gappers. Not 2 in a row for Kevin. Coach with the 7 tray. Pair of 3s not going to be good on this board. Chris with the pair of 10s. Might be feeling lucky. Piecing out a call, putting it in the middle. 330, just like that, in the pot. And Brandon looks like he's going for a raise here. Jack the natural, insta-muck. 145 is the bet. Chris, pocket 10s, realizes he's no good. He's out of there. Brandon's sneaky check pays off. And that is the game of poker. You got to know your opponent. You got to make sure you know whether he's going to bet on the next street or not, so you can get max value. Moving on, we got another straddle out there. Mr. Eric making up for lost time. Juice in the pot. Straddling for 10. Eric with the 5 deuce. The straddle special right there. Chris with the pocket aces. Raising it up first to act. And Kenny and Matt both with queen 3, both putting it in the muck. And Chris, no customers, unfortunately. Does pick up $15, but it kind of hurts when you got a hand like pocket aces and just don't get any callers. And Chris making the call. Lou folding as quick as he can. Chris with the suited connectors. Coming along. Kevin with the not quite bookends, almost bookends there. Coach with the ace queen. Raising to 40. Eric with the 10-8 suited likes that hand. He's going to come along for a call. And Kevin coming along with the 8-5 suited. A lot of suited hands out there. There will be blood if there are hearts. Instead, all spades. Everybody holding suited cards, even the dealer. Ace, 7, 9. Coach with top pair. Going to bet the monotone board. $60 conservative bet. Eric makes the call. He is up and down. Kevin throws it away. A 9 comes off, pairing the board here. It may slow things down. Not for Coach. Coach with the pair of aces still feeling best. Bets out 110. Eric with the quick call before the cameras can even change. And an 8 of spades comes off. That's certain to slow the action. Coach checks. Eric checks behind. And Coach turns over the ace. Eric, unfortunately, just not getting there. Kind of getting beat up by the deck here. Eric, just not a lot of traction so far on this live stream. But like I said, this game is going to carry over after the live stream ends. We got about an hour left. Thanks for joining us. We are KoJacks in Midland. Got some cool things going on. We are doing the Fortune 4 even still. Jackpot is over $11,000. 4 windows to win, and we added 2 hours on Sunday. We're starting things off at 2 p.m. Come check that out. You got to flop a set. Make a set, must be flopped. Got to win with a set. Make Broadway with the ace in your hand. Both hole cards have to play. Hit a flush. Both hole cards have to play, and you got to have the ace in your hand. And make a full house of 7s or better. Once again, both hole cards have to play, and you do have to win the pot. And we are looking forward to our end of summer series. A Mastercast and Cash will be taking place. We're doing cash game tournaments at the same time as our free rolls. That is going to be a lot of fun. Huge turnout. We're going to have to pull out some extra tables. I am certain of it for those games. We're going to have a big turnout for the free roll, especially on Monday. Monday is going to be a massive, massive day. Lou with the ace 10 under the gun. 3 betting here to 235. Eric with the 7-6. Very patient player. Going to wait for a better spot. And Lou picking up some money. Monica shuffling up hand number 50. Ace 7 for Brandon and Jack the Natural with the queen tray. 5-3 for Mr. Blasto. Kevin, ace 8. Not quite a walk, but it does fold around. Not very often do you see that in this game. This is playing like a huge game. And I like these two opposing towers here between Kevin and Coach. Kevin stacking the chips to the left. Coach stacking the chips to the right. Both players using stacks of 40. Interesting towers. Interesting towers right there. I like it. Kenny with the ace-8. Matt with the 9-7. Matt pulling the sleeper back. As you see, the player before him acted with a call or a bet. And thus, the sleeper was dead. Chris looking down at the jiggities. Lou with the 6-4. Coming along. Brooke in the chat saying she taught him well. Very cool. Good to see you, Brooke. Hope you're coming out for our ladies tournament. Mr. Blasto just flopping the joint there. 7's full. And that is good enough to qualify. If it holds, if he wins the pot, he will be on the board for that Fortune 4. Still 3 hours to make the other 3 hands. And Mr. Blasto facing a bet and a 3-bet. Ships it all in. Chris facing the decision here. Pocket jacks on a board like that. You got to feel pretty safe, but with the aggressive play beforehand, not feeling so great here. Can he find the fold button? Brooke in the chat saying she'll play. They let her have a handicap. We'll see what we can do. No promises. I don't know if that's... Tell you what, we'll give you some food. And Crisco is all in. Unfortunately, almost dead. Looking for one of the 2 jacks remaining. He's got 2 chances to hit it. Now Liu facing the decision here. Gutter ball to the straight flush. Could still win. Trying to one of the very specific 5 here. Lou trying to determine if he's up against a naked 7, maybe ace 7. Pocket 8s. 7-8. Checking his whole cards. And he does fold. Mr. Blasto standing up on his feet. They decided to do it one time. Rip it. A tray. No jack on the river. Is a 5, but it is not the 5 of hearts that Lou would have needed for that straight flush. And Jack the Natural naturally flinging that button around. And we are moving on to hand number 52. Thanks for checking us out, everybody. Don't forget about that women's championship. Here's a poster. Very special event. Not often that these come around, so make sure to play in this one. We're going to be splitting it up, splitting the field. Flight A taking place at CCC, Celebrity Card Club, our sister club in Odessa, Texas, starting us off August 1st. That is a Friday at 6 p.m. We'll be doing Flight B here at KoJack's on Saturday at 6 p.m. And on the 3rd, day 2, if you are lucky enough to bag in either of those flights, or perhaps both of those flights, we will accept multiple bags. Then you'll make it to day 2 on August 3rd, and we'll be doing the final table here at KoJack's. Very excited about it. We're going to be doing the final table live right on this very table. A couple of commentators in the booth. It is going to be awesome. Coach raising it up to 10 there with the king, queen. Brandon with the pocket 4s. The natural throws his holding away. Jack 5 deuce of spades comes off. Chris with a pair of jacks. Still not best. And the 9 comes off of spades. Matt, the only player holding a spade, but it is only a 3 high flush. Brandon betting out this pair of 4s. $50. Matt folds. I don't blame him. Dragonstein in the chat. Hey, what's up? Asking if you're late. No, sir. You are right on time. And Mr. Matt getting the button on this one. Hand number 53 coming at you. I think that is a prime number. My theory about prime numbers is when you're doing a live stream, prime numbers are big hands. And they only come around every so often, so it's very difficult to test that theory. So I'm just going to say that I'm right. Hey, Drakenstein saying, regards to all KoJacks in the room. Very cool. Thank you for that. And our regards as well to you, sir. And speaking of KoJack, Coach with the house hand, the King Jack. By the way, guys, check out our Facebook page. We posted pictures of our new felts. They look great. Lou with the pocket 3s, Brandon with the suited king, Kenny with the ace-6, Matt with some suited connectors. Raising to $100. Coach with the king jack. I'm going to play this hand from out of position, see what happens. Couple of spades out there. I don't expect this flop to have any of those. And look, there it is. Pair of kings for Coach and for Brandon. Coach with the smooth check. Gonna see what develops. Nobody bets. 2 pair for Coach with the jack coming off on the turn. Brandon makes the call. Both players with a pair of kings. And an ace on the river. Coach betting out $150. Brandon makes the snap call. Not afraid of the ace. And that'll do it, Coach. Picking up a decent pot out of that. Drake Stein asking if the time raffle's still going on Sundays. Yep. We've got one more Sunday for you to win free time. And that happens to be this Sunday coming up. Put your name on Poker Atlas. Get here before 4 p.m. Your name will be entered into the raffle. And, get here before 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. If your name is on Poker Atlas, we'll put you in the raffle. The drawing is at 4 p.m. on Sunday. We're drawing 10 names, giving away a lot of money in free time. If you're present when your name is drawn, you win $100 of free time. If you are not present, you win $50 of free time. We're still giving you stuff. We love doing giveaways. Free time at the table. We got some new hats. Maybe we can work something out there. And, of course, that Fortune 4 jackpot, over $11,000. Looking juicy. Greg Stein, 11K. Woot, woot, let's go. Yes, indeed. That jackpot is massive. Now, the first Sunday that we added 2 hours to the window, we start off the jackpot at 2 p.m. on Sunday. We started off at 4 p.m. every other day. The first weekend that we opened up the window to 6 hours instead of 4, we hit the jackpot. It was almost $10,000 that our wonderful Tree Tran won. So it is not only possible, it is very likely to hit again this Sunday. And we've got that extra time going on Sunday for this weekend as well. And here we go. A couple of not so great hands. Lou with the ace-8 suited looks like the best of them. Kenny with the suited king, also decent. Of course, we can read the cards. So we know that he is far behind Lou's hand. Lou gonna make the call. Brandon with the weak ace, the ace-5, some wheel cards. Rebel Poker asking what raffle. We are giving away free time at the table. All you got to do is show up here before 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. And put your name on Poker Atlas. Come ready to play. And we'll enter your name into a raffle hopper on Sunday at 4 p.m. We're giving away $100 to any name that gets pulled if you're present. And we're giving away $50 if you are not present. So even if you're not here, you still win. Been giving away hundreds of dollars of time every single weekend. And this Sunday is the last Sunday that we draw for that. So make sure to come out here. You got tomorrow and you've got Saturday to enter your name into the raffle hopper. And on Sunday, you've got another chance to win. As the kids would say, it's mad decent. I got a chuckle over here. I don't know if it's at me or with me, but probably the first. Brandon with the suited king here and a decision to make. Does he call, lose 220? If he does, he is way behind. Does not want clubs, even though he might think he does. This is a big game playing here. Most stacks north of $1,000. Brandon goes all in with the ace-5. Really feeling lucky on that one. Maybe sensing a little weakness. Lou with the ace-8. He's going to fold. And that'll do it right there. Brandon picking up a lot of dead money. Almost $300 in profit. Jack showing off his chip tossing skills. I like it. Yeah, it looks like it's flinging him at the camera. Fling them over here, buddy. I'll take some of those chips off your hands. They do look mighty heavy. Let me help you carry them. Monica shuffling up hand number 56. A little more than half an hour left on the stream. Got some good viewer numbers. Thanks everybody for checking us out. Really having a good time here. Love these 5 on the button games. I gotta say, I really do. We've even got a viewer on Twitch. Very nice. Thanks for checking us out, supporting the platform. Thanks for supporting us here at KoJacks as well. We do these live streams for you, the viewers. Although I will admit I have a great time commentating and watching all this poker. It is excellent. And Lou with the ace-queen. Brandon with the ace-king next to act. No doubt a raise there. Looks like 115, 120. Matt folding the ace-10 here. He knows what he's up against. Eric with the ace-deuce. All 4 aces in play. I hope we don't see an ace on the flop. That would be bad. And Lou re-raising. There are fireworks. All in and call. Brandon with the ace-king. Lou with the ace-queen. Lou looking for some diamonds. I didn't see a whole lot of diamonds folded. It is possible. Ooh, no diamonds on the flop. King seals it up for Brandon. And Lou takes a big hit to his stack. Still over 1,000 in front of him. Brandon now the big stack up to $3,400. He is closest to 5K. Brandon getting the good end of that. Rebel Poker saying it's hard jumping between 4 streams. I'll make it easier for you. Pull up our stream in a couple of different windows and then cycle through 8 streams, 5 of which are ours. That sounds like the life, Rebel. Just watching poker streams. That is incredible. Are you playing any right now? Are you playing online? Because that would be difficult. Playing. Rebel says watching 3 in Texas and 1 in North Florida. And North Florida, a very good poker scene. Actually, all of Florida, very good poker scene, now that I think about it. Of course, it is called Texas Hold'em. And we are on hand number 57. Can't think of a rhyme. That's okay. Put some rhymes in the chat for 7. Rebel Poker not playing online right now, but an online free roll starting up in an hour. Hey, good luck, buddy. Those free rolls are a lot of fun. I like playing in those. I used to play those on Full Tilt way back in the day. Every day I'd sign up for 2 of them at least. I did pretty well. I got 6th place in one of them out of 7,500 people. I will never forget that day. 2 6s on the board. Queen 7 6 6. Nobody holding diamonds. But Brandon does have the ace of diamonds. Basil saying mac and cheese is his favorite dealer. She is in the box right now. Lou shoving a whole mess of black chips there. In the straddle position, it is not a mandatory straddle, but this game sure has been playing like it's mandatory. Almost every time there is a possibility to straddle, we see that straddle. And Matt seems to like the sleeper double straddle, as he is doing a double sleeper double straddle, double sleeper triple straddle. And it is live. Matt putting in 40 blind with the pocket 6s. Very good straddle hand. Kevin with the pocket kings. Just going to complete here. I like it. Pretty sneaky. Lou with the 5 deuce. Getting gambly. Ace Jack 9. 2 spades on there. There is an ace. Kevin checks. A 6 comes out. Matt turning the set. 150 from Kevin. Not a great time to place a bet. Lou gets out of there. Kenny with the Jack 3. Pair of jacks. Does decide to make the call here. And Matt, question is, how much does he want to raise? Not if he's going to raise. And he settles on $500. Kevin really thinking about it here. Pocket kings, tough to throw away, but he's got a little help, that ace on the board. And Kenny folds as well. Matt taking down a good pot. Rebel in the chat saying he plays on WPT Gold. Yes, indeed. If you ever play against Blind Bet, that is me. Says on the 17th, took down a $150 free roll for $24.6 and 862 players. Good job, my man. That is a big field. Not to brag, but last time I played on Club WPT Gold, I won $1. It wasn't quite a free roll. The entry was $1.10. And I think I placed 30 out of about 100. Something like that. I did cash. And it was a little bit more than a min cash. Like I said, not to brag. Yeah, Club WPT Gold does need a little work for its UI, but they are brand new and things are starting up. I like where they're headed. Matt now with the King Queen. Hey, Sky in the chat. What's happening, champ? Three ways to the flop, $180 in the middle. Eric with the ace four. Flops a pair of fours. Is the best hand at this point. But will it hold? Two clubs on there. Matt with the backdoor flush draw. Checks his option. Checks around. Another club comes off. Matt with the queen of clubs. Bets 100. Eric going to have a tough time calling this one. Dangerous board for just a pair of fours, but he does make the correct call. We are now heads up, a deuce on the river. Matt does not make the flush. Check, check. Pair of fours will take it down. Eric picking up a pot. Hey, Rebel in the chat. The other commentator is not here today. No, he is not. And a lot of moving parts here in the poker room, in the poker world. And you are stuck with me, buddy. Now we've got a team of commentators here. But you know what? Every one of them was busy. Even me. But there is no stopping me getting in front of a microphone given the opportunity. It's a sickness. It's an affliction. I just can't help it. Kenny with the queen nine suited here. Makes the call. Sleeper is dead. Lou changing seats. And he looks down at the ace-7 suited. The ace of spades does not go all in. Got to go all in. King 7-5 on the flop. Two diamonds. Brandon flopping pair of kings. Lou with the pair of sevens. He's going to bet $100. Sorry, $75. Coach with the pair of sevens as well. Backdoor heart draw. Makes the call. Brandon with the best of it now. Taking the sunglasses off. And he does lay down the best hand. Kenny with the queen nine also puts it in the muck. There's a queen. Both players here with a pair of sevens. And Lou keeps up the aggression. I like the play. He does have the better hand of the two remaining. And Coach makes a fold. $240 is going to be good enough to get him off that hand. And Lou drags a pot. And Mr. Blasto looking down at the pocket nines. Matt with the Jack 10. Brandon with the ace 6, the natural 8-5, suited on the button. A decent hand. He does decide to come along for the $20. Matt with the Jack 10. Also coming along. It appears we had a double straddle once again. Jack 4 tray. Matt with the best of it, flopping top pair. Mr. Blasto with the pocket nines is going to take the betting lead here. Matt in the double straddle could have any two cards. Mr. Blasto not putting Matt on a jack. Matt, of course, making the call with that very hand. A deuce comes out on the turn, completing potential wheel draws. An ace right there. Any 5 has a straight. Check, check on the river. Matt shows the best hand, and he takes it down. Matt with the queen 10. And Eric with the queen jack. Picking up a decent hand here. Eric making the straddle call. And Lou with the sleeper straddle here. 4 ways to the flop, 80 in the middle. King 9 6. Eric looking for a 10 for a straight, and he does bet it. Betting the draw. Kenny with a pair of kings. 30 to call. Makes the call. Matt with the gutter ball also looking for a jack. And there's a 2 on the turn. No help to any player. Eric betting out $50, decides to charge for another card. Kenny comes along with top pair. Board pairs with a 9. Eric checks, slowing down, and Kenny will take that pot. Matt paying for his blind with all white chips. Those white chips worth $1. We did recently get some new chips. I got to say, they are pretty excellent. Got a good feel to them, a good weight to them. Cool design on them as well. Designed by Reese, who you may know as our other commentator. Typically comes in on Thursdays.
Perfect. See, a lot of it's just like self-explanatory. I click a name, I move. Yeah. And that's why I was like, I'll be in here following. I was like, I won't be in here. I'm like,
And Coach with the King 9 here. The Bow Wow. Eric with the King Jack and the Natural with the Ace Queen. All in order right there. Matt with the 10-7 coming along. Just trying to see what happens. Holding one of the Broadway outs. Mac and Cheese in the box. Puts out a 9-5-4 flop. 2 hearts. And the coach with the best of it here. He's got the Bow Wow. The pair of 9s with the King Kicker. Eric does not decide to chase. The Natural with the Ace Queen. 25 to call. 2 overcards to the board. He's got the Ace of Hearts. Does make the call. Only to see Matt re-raising to $80. Coach coming along immediately. And the Natural decides he's out. $25, not a bad price, but sorry, $80, way too much. 5 on the turn, pair on the board. Coach does slow down. Matt does not. Coach with a good read here. Opts to make the call. And a 4 on the river. Double pairing the board here. Coach now with 3 pair and a King Kicker. Matt, a good time to bet there. Coach going to have a hard time calling with his top pair. But he does make the correct call. Looks him up. As we said in the chat earlier, that's why he is the coach. And Miss McKenzie shuffling things up over here. We've got that Fortune 4 in full swing, over 11K in that jackpot right there. And like I said, we're adding 2 hours to the window on Sunday. The very first time that we added extra time on Sunday, jackpot got hit right away. Well, maybe not right away. I will say there were about 5 minutes left in that first window. And Mr. Tree Tran took it down. That was the second time that we hit that jackpot within a month. Come out, try your hand. See if you can make a set, make Broadway, make a boat, and make a flush. Matt now with the goods. The Pocket Rockets, the American Airlines, the Absolute Eagles. That one doesn't work. Matt 3-betting to 80, and Kenny does not want any part of that. And does make the lay down there. Feeling a little strength coming from his left-hand side. And Eric coming back just in time to see what that card is. That looks like Mr. Jason getting ready to push back into the box. Coach with the Ace King under the gun. I believe that's in the range. Coach making the smooth call here. Eric folds. Doesn't even want to touch those cards. Brandon with the King Jack. Oh, Coach in the straddle here. $60 from Matt Register with the 7-3 suited. Lou with the king queen. A lot of kings out there. All spades all the time. How do you like that? Brandon flopping the king high flush with the straight flush redraw. And Brandon's going to pile as much money into that pot as he possibly can. $225 this time. Lou with the pair of queens, top pair. Hard to put your opponent on a flush like that. Coach letting the ace king go. 7 comes off on the turn. Let's see if Brandon goes for another bet. Sure does. 100. Oh, all in. Lou. He knows what's going on. He's out of there. And Brandon picks up another pot. Chip leader staying in the lead. 38-35 for Brandon. Coach at 32.75. Those are your two big dogs right now, the two big stacks. And you may not know it, but Jack the Natural is a coffee connoisseur, giving the thumbs up of approval to Yvonne. That fresh cup of coffee. Actually, I could go for one of those myself. Love coffee. Getting with the ace deuce here. Throwing out a call. Matt Register raising it up $30. Eric coming along with the 10-9 here. And Kenny calling as well with the ace deuce. See what develops. All spades once again. Queen 4-10. Wait a second. Who's shuffling these cards? Kenny with the ace of spades. Checks his option. Matt with the pair of queens. Best hand right now. Now it is a coin flip. Now that Eric has folded. And Kenny does make the call for 50. Looking for that nut flush. Another queen. Kenny checks. Matt bets. Looks like 85. And Kenny makes the call. Kenny likely to know what he's up against here. And there's the ace. Kenny with a pair of aces. But Matt, trip queens, bets 120. And a snap call from Kenny. That ace just good enough to make him call that bet. Matt pricing appropriately. Eking just a little bit of value out of there on the river. And we've done 66 hands already. Unbelievable live stream. Unbelievable game. And don't forget about that women's championship. August 1st through 3rd, Flight A at CCC, our sister club in Odessa, Texas. That'll start off at 6 p.m. Flight B here at KoJack's at 6 p.m. And we will be doing day 2 here at KoJack's as well. The final table live streamed right here from this very table, commentated from this very booth. Make sure to check us out. That's going to be a good one. All ladies, all the time. Brandon with the pocket fours. I venture to say that's the hot seat. Brandon playing his cards well, but also getting good hands. Lou raising the 35 with the 10-7 suited. More spades. King 8-9. Lou up and down. Bets 75 with his draw. And Brandon folds. We're going to pick it up. $40 in profit out of that $150 pot. Kenny with the ace 10, Matt with the 10-8. Couple of 10s out there. Lou with the queen jack here, raising it up to $40. Kenny wants no part of that. Play a big pot with me or don't play at all. It raises up to $140. And there's a queen on the flop. Kenny checks his option. And Lou going to check as well. Very cautious of any overpairs. May give Kenny the green light here to bet, and it looks like he is taking that green light. Betting out $275. Lou with top pair, good kicker. Comes along. That 5 doesn't change much. Does complete the rainbow. And another 4 on there. Pairs the board. Kenny slows down. Lou going for some value here. Announces a bet before he can even count it out. Kenny's out of the pot. And Mac handing over the headset. That means we've got a dealer change going on. A little confusion about the straddle here. The straddle situation. We've got a single straddle, a double straddle, a triple straddle. And do my eyes deceive me? A quadruple straddle. Pulled back. Just up to a triple straddle. It is a sleeper triple straddle. And that's what you get with those straddles. Kenny with the 10-5, though. Matt with the king 8. Lou with the 4 deuce. And 2 of the straddlers remain in the hand. 8, 6, 5 on the flop. Matt with the top pair. Good kicker. All 3 of the straddlers come to play. Already got a little money in the pot. Why not see a flop? Another diamond out there. Matt with a pair and a flush draw. 5, 6, 7, 8. Lou with the straight. Kenny betting 50. Another diamond comes off. Matt gets the king high flush. Checks around. Matt chips up close to 3K. And Mr. Jason shuffling up another hand with a double straddle out there. Looks like Mr. Blasto sitting the straddles out. Again, they are not mandatory. Sure seems like it, though. Blasto folds. Double straddle is live. Lou with a live $20 bet. Eric with pocket sixes. Raises it up. And Lou folds. Kenny 4-betting to 80 with the ace deuce. It is almost a race. Eric ahead with the pocket sixes. Six is kind of tough to play. Very middling cards there. A lot of overs potentially. And there is one over. Eric with the gutter ball. And he bets. Eric goes all in. Kenny makes the call. And 8 comes off. And another 7. Pocket sixes hold. Eric not looking too confident as he turns over the cards, but he does get that pot. $845 headed his way. And number 70 coming at you. And we've got about 12 minutes left in this live stream. Thank you again, everybody, for joining us. You are the reason that we put these live streams on. We have a great time, of course, hosting them, commentating them, watching them. But you, the viewer, you are the reason that we do these. So thanks again for checking us out. Really appreciate your comments, your likes, your subscribes. It's been a great day. Seen a lot of action. Off to a huge start. Massive, massive pots at the beginning. Massive hands. And it looks like we've got a sleeper straddle here. Mr. Blasto choosing to overrule the sleeper. Pocket nines. Lou with the 7-5 suited. Still coming along anyway. Coach with the pocket eights. The natural with the ace tray. And here we go. 3 ways to the flop. 155 in the middle. 8-6 deuce. 2 diamonds. Coach with the top set. Blasto's betting out. It's got to be a good feeling. And Lou gets out of the way. Coach thinking about a call. Doesn't want to call too quickly. Goes all in. Oh, Mr. Blasto. Folds. And Coach drags that pot. Getting one step closer to that 5K mark. A couple of players close to the 4K mark. Mr. Brandon is in the lead still. And I got to say, I've really enjoyed Matt's straddling antics. Now that is a double sleeper, double straddle. He's one off the button, throwing out $40 in the middle. Brandon throwing out $20. If Coach even calls here with the ace queen, and those straddles are dead. Lou with the 10-5 in the original straddle position. Coach lining up a bet. That means the sleepers are dead. Eric with the pocket deuces. Gonna make the call for 40. Brandon with the 7-6 was one of the original sleeper straddlers. Does decide to make the call. Natural, throwing away some suited connectors. Doesn't want to play the hearts. I get it. And Matt with the 6-4 does fold eventually and gets up. And Lou gets out of the way as well. Jason dragging in the bets. Rebel Poker saying, tell someone to play a hand blind. That's the definition of true poker. I don't disagree. I think that is absolutely correct. Flop is 2 clubs. Brandon and Kenny both with club draws. Eric's pair of 2s actually still best right now, but look at his equity on the lower end. Kenny with the highest equity now. And Kenny makes a raise to 120. Clicking it back. Rebel's done that 3 times and won twice. That is really good odds. I may have to try that strategy because what I'm doing is not working. Kenny playing the Dolly Parton, the 9-5. Needs any 9, any 5, or any club. 9 outs. And Coach pitches his cards in the middle. Rebel says 2 of the 3 did not reach showdown. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still getting the pots. And we are on hand number 73 coming up. I believe this will be the second to last hand. Once again, just want to say thanks, everybody. Sure have had a great time with everybody in the chat. We got Champ. We got Rebel Poker. We got Drakestein. Brooke in there. Thomas in there. Basil in there. Conan, thanks for mixing it up, buddy. Mike Schaefer giving Ken a little bit of good luck. Curiously enough, by logging off. And Coach in the straddle here with the 5-3, the Charlie as it's known around here. Eric looking at the pocket aces right in time. Just a smooth call. Matt with the 9-4, 3-betting up to $50. And of course, Eric coming along. 8-4 deuce. 5-3 up and down here. Matt with a pair of 4s. And Eric takes a betting lead. Looks like $75. $100. Matt throws his cards in the muck. Coach with the 5-3, making Charlie proud. Does make a pair of 5s. Definitely not the card you want to see when you're chasing a straight. Especially when you're up and down. Another club comes off. It is the king of clubs. Eric's still best. He's got the ace of clubs as a blocker. And check, check on the river. Eric says, just aces. A little smile, maybe some nervous laughter. That pot could have gone squirrely. And this will be the last hand of the live stream. We are coming up on that 10 o'clock mark. I hope you've had as much fun as I have. It's been a great stream, great day for poker. Just having a good time in general. We got some new felts on those tables. Check out our Facebook page for a picture of the felts. The design is fantastic. Reese came up with it by himself. Eric with the Jack 9 suited. coming along here for the last hand. And looks like Mr. Jason Griffin coming along here as well, joining the game in progress. If you want to play against Mr. Mohawk, now is your chance. This game's going to keep going, I imagine, for a good couple of hours here after this live stream ends. 6-4 Trey, 2 diamonds. Eric picking up some diamonds, making up for some lost time, really getting smacked by the deck early in the game. But now it looks like he's finally picking up some hands. Let's see if he can complete the flush here. Letting the graphics catch up a little bit here. Lou bets 30. Turn card an ace. Lou picking up a pair of aces. He's going to bet 90. Coach says that is not enough. 7-5 is good for a straight. He's going to bet. Eric now facing a big decision here. 375 gets out of there. Not the right pot odds. And Lou with the pair of aces. He's got a 7. He is blocking the straight. Rebel message received here. I'm going to check right now. Lou facing the decision here. And he does make the fold. Coach will take down the final pot of the night. And it was pretty juicy. Almost $600 in the middle. I just want to say thanks again for checking us out, everybody. We sure had a good time with this live stream. And we'll be bringing back another live stream on Thursday. So make sure to check that out. Like us, subscribe to the page so that you don't miss any of our updates. And come check out our new felts. They are really cool, really smooth, got a great feel to them. Again, come check us out. We are